Well, my question now is I'm doing job interviews because I'm looking for an internship for next year. Now, my question now is said we need to be more of a critical thinker. We need to know how to ask the right questions. But when I do some interviews, let's say in the Philippines and in Singapore, experience in the interview is if you the interviewer would have a list of questions. And that's it. And for me, when I ask questions, I can really see in their face they get annoyed. Why can you just not answer the question I'm giving you? So in terms of AI, you said there's difference, right? And what I see is at least in the West, when you're doing interview questions, of course you want someone that's technically skilled, but you're looking at certain characteristics such as resilience, resourcefulness, creativity, and that's where behavioral questions come in. In Asia, what I'm seeing is they're looking for people that are just trained. The moment I go and join an organization, you can just do the job. I That's an assumption that school should train you. And Singapore is highly developed, and yet they're not that innovative as a country compared to the US because of this cultural difference of I'm just encouraged to ask questions. And I've seen that in a job interview. Sometimes I ask people, well, what do you mean by that? And they froze. They froze because I'm asking them things that's out of the script. So my question is, when we're looking for talent, now with AI, it can give you the best technical skills out there. How do we evaluate candidates? Or does it even really, because AI can explain things to you, but they cannot understand things for you. But if you're an introvert and you want to look for understanding and not just ability to explain, how do we test that in like potential candidates?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I guess what AI can invite when organizations are seeking talent, particularly early career talent, is how can we be innovative in how we're sourcing individuals and actually how we're talking to them when we get them into an interview situation or something like that. So sometimes what that can be is not just one-on-one interviews. Sometimes that can be, group-based interviews or group-based activities. And then you're starting to see, okay, how do you deal actually with these questions or with this client or with this problem? Or how would you deal with this, not just on your own, but how would you engage with a group, with your team when you're having to deal with a question or a problem or a client or whatever? Because I think that's always has been and always I think will be those really critical skills that I think particularly for early career individuals, organizations want to see, like how well can you communicate with other people, a diversity of other people? How well do you present yourself? That's really important as well, because that's also about how you're going to help to build our culture in this organization too.